Hello, this is Terry Lucky with Falcon Manufacturing in Door, Michigan. Today I'd like to talk a couple minutes about the Falcon 4-stroke Paraflyer, and I'd also like to give a little bit of a sales pitch and background on the company. Falcon 4-stroke was a machine developed by myself, actually, about 3 years ago. I went into full-time manufacturing 2 years ago, and I produce about 20 machines a year. Sometimes I think this last year it was a few less than that. The Falcon 4-stroke has some interesting features, and by the way, you can go to our website, and that's www.falcon4stroke, the digit 4, falcon4stroke.com. On there you'll see photographs and features, options, that sort of thing. There's several 4-stroke Paraflyers on the market. They all do about the same thing. I'm speaking of the Falcon 4-stroke, of course, which is my machine, the Green Eagle, which is a machine produced in Texas, and there's also the Dragonfly, which is more of a powered parachute, but they're all 4-stroke Paraflyers. They all do about the same thing in the sense that they're easy to learn to fly, very safe to fly, and they fly between 20 and 30 miles an hour, and training usually takes less than a week. The differences between the machines, I suppose, are personal preferences. The Dragonfly and the Green Eagle are built of aluminum, CNC bins, very classy, professional-looking machines in every way. I'm sure they fly well, and they're very reliable, and I understand that they're well supported by their manufacturers. The Falcon has a couple of advantages. One is that it has interesting design feature in that the center of gravity, that is the engine, is placed very low in the frame. And from the photographs on the website, you can see that there's an apparent difference between the designs of the competing 4-strokes. We think this is a particular advantage for ground handling. That is, a low center of gravity would make a rollover on the ground or any kind of ground handling mishap less likely. So that's been a consistent feature of the Falcon since the beginning. I think the other more important feature that I like to emphasize is the pricing. The Falcon is remarkably cheaper, less expensive, we'll say, than the competing machines. And this is important in a couple different ways. One is that the initial cost, of course, is less and makes it easier for those on a budget to get into the sport. And I think that's important. The cost of owning a Paraflyer is mainly expensive if you look at it from a depreciation standpoint. That is to say, if you buy any of these machines and a year later you want to resell, the depreciation is brutal. A $10,000 machine might be worth $6,000 or less 12 months after you buy it. That's assuming it's in near perfect condition. So it stands to reason then that if the percentage of depreciation is very high, that the less you spend initially, the less your dollar amount depreciation will be in the end. And of course, depreciation is your largest, we'll call it the operating cost, the largest cost of ownership of one of these machines. As far as day-to-day, maintenance cost and operational cost of a 4-stroke Paraflyer, they're very low. They all use regular pump gas, no oil mix, very low maintenance, literally changing plugs and oil once a year, and that's usually the extent of your maintenance. And of course, in my case, you get to deal with me, and I say it only because I am the designer and the welder and the assembler and the salesperson, and that can be an upside and a downside, I suppose. But the truth of the matter is I'm directly involved in every aspect of the Falcon transaction, including the training. So anyway, that's my pitch on the Falcon 4-stroke. So if you have more questions, please go to my website, again, www.falcon4stroke, digit 4, falcon4stroke.com, or call me, Terry Lucky, at 616-262-9895, 616-262-9895. Thanks for watching.